Hello and welcome to part 12. Today we're going to be looking at physics maps, creating them, how they work, what they're about, what is a physics map. Well, let's start very quickly with this object. This was donated to me by Hiram, who is currently on the course and doing really well. And he came across some issues. He'd built this lovely building, which I think looks great. The problem he had is that he created it with a door, and he was hoping he could walk through that door. And when you try, it just won't let me walk through. I can't walk through it at all. So he was very confused as to why this was the case. He followed the tutorials along, and he was able to go into features, and he could look into features, and he could see that the physics had created this plane. So he changed it to convex hull, and still it was like this. And we had a problem with it. So, how do we get around this? Okay, let me show you. So, when you come to re-upload the object, we go into mesh mode, and we're going into what's called, I've called it top, which is this object here. You can see that it has a door. We need to set the physics on this. So what we do is we go to physics tab, and we select high, and then we analyze. You're going to see that the object now has these colors, but you can see that there's nothing here on the front. We want to make sure that there's nothing on that front panel where the hole is. We then go into level of detail and we upload it. Now we upload it to the ground. Ooh, I'm going to go through the floor because it's massive. Well, this is why we make our objects small in Blender before we bring them in, because otherwise they're like this. Right, so we bring our object in and we put it down on the floor, and I'll just get rid of this eye so you don't see that blue bit at the front, and everything's great, and we can walk through the front of the door. Oh, we can't. Why can't we? We just did it right, didn't we? We just uploaded it. We did all the stuff. We did everything correct. So why can't I get through the front? Well, the reason is because we haven't selected that particular physics. So we go into object menu, and we go to featured, and we press the eye. We can see there's still a blue door here. But now, if we select prim from the drop down, it will create a mesh around it. You'll see that the impact has now gone up to 3 prims. It was originally 1. When you add physics to an object, it will go up in prim count. But now we can walk through the hole, and we can't walk through the door sides because it's created the physics map that's needed. Now let's say that when we come to create a physics map, we don't want it to do a physics map for everything because it's complicated. And in fact, what we really want to be able to do is just make it so they can't walk through this part here. But we don't care if they walk through the sides or through the top. We just want to make sure that they can't walk through just the front. How do we do that? Well, we can make our own physics map. So here's the object in Blender. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select just that front part there. I'm now going to go into selection, and I'm going to invert the selection, and I'm going to delete everything. So I've only got that front bit there. I'm now going to save this as a DAE, and I'm going to call it Phys map. Right? Now I'm going to go back into Blender, and I'm going to upload exactly the same object. So I'm going to go upload, mesh model, and I'm going to go top. There it is. This time I'm going to go into the physics, and I'm going to select one, but I'm going to choose it from file, which is at the bottom. And then I'm going to browse my where it is, and I'm going to put physmap. What that's going to do is select this here, which is my physmap. Now, you'll notice that it's put it right smack in the middle, which is not what we wanted. I'm not sure why it's done that. I think it's because the object had moved since I uploaded it. So if I take this now, I'm just going to resave it. I think it was because I moved the object, so the file that I'm uploading isn't connected to to that. So let me show you what I mean. So if I go and upload top again, like that, and now I upload the physics map, so I go to physics and I go to file, and then I pick the phys map. Yeah, no, it's still in the middle. It should go from its point of origin, which should be the front. But for some reason it's playing up. But essentially that is how you upload the map. What we're going to do to make it so it doesn't do that is I'm just going to select a little bit more of it, just so I can show you it does work. So I'm going to select all of that, and then I'm going to select invert, delete these, and then face, export, color, and we're going to use the phys map. Now hopefully when we select that phys map, yeah, you see it's now put it in the right place. So now if I upload this, like that, again it's massive, so I'm falling through the floor. We can shrink this down like so, and we can go into features and select prim, and what we're going to notice that when we turn the eye on at the side, that the physics on this object are where we set them using our custom physics. So we're not able to walk through the front. Let me land. We're not able to walk through the front. Like this. We are able to walk through here. We are able to walk through the sides because they have no physics, but we're not able to walk through the back because that's got a physics map. And that's how you set custom physics on one of your mesh objects, is by going into Blender, and then when you have finished building the object you're building, you can then go into the object and select where you want the physics to go, and then bring in that as a DAE file, and that will be your physics map, and then you just go into file, select it, and that will create that file for you, and that's how you do it. So that's how you make a custom physics map if you're having issues with not being able to walk through your doors or windows, or your stairs aren't working properly when you go up them. That's why. It's just to do with a physics map and uploading. So please have a go with physics, try and build your own physics map in, and see what you can do.